This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, Bruchim Abam B'Shem Hashem. Thank you very much for hosting us for a few minutes. We're in the historic Mahari Abuhav Shul, one of the most historic shuls in Tzefas. And this shul has many stories. One is that after the earthquake in the 19th century, 10 people decided they're going to move the famous Sefer Torah that lay in this Aron. And this is a holy Sefer Torah written by the great Mekubal, Rabbi Salomon Abu Chana, who's mentioned in Shuvas Maram Galante. Rabbi Salomon was a great Mekubal, and he would write his tefillin, the Kedusha, uve Kavana Gedoyla. He was a Ben Dorei of the Alshech. The Chidah tefillin were written by Rabbi Salomon. And this Sefer Torah was written by Rabbi Salomon. But there's a tradition, you can't move it. And 10 people were Mekadesh themselves, they were Matar themselves, and they moved the Sefer Torah, and none of them lived out the year. Now, the Sefer Torah of Mahari Abuhav, they only take out 3 times a year. The siman is Kosher, Yom Kippur, Shavuos, Rosh Hashanah, and they take it out for Maftir. Now, the story goes the Sefer Torah was stolen, and a miracle happened. Hashem made the Ganovim get into a fight. They got into such a big fight that one of them came and returned the Sefer Torah. Chazon Ish visited the Shul in 1935. Chazon Ish visited the Shul in 1935. Now we know the Chazon Ish was makbid that all kesiva stam has to be in the manner of the Beis Yosef. In fact, when the Chazon Ish came here on vacation, he came with his own mezuzos, because he was afraid in the house they would stay, he would have a Rizal mezuzah, and he couldn't stay there even. You can't even stay there. So he brought his own mezuzahs. So they brought him to the shul, and they opened up the Sefer Torah of Mahari Abuhav. And they said, look Chazon Ish, you see the Kadmonim had the Tzadi of the Ari. The Tzadi of the Ari is the inverted Yud, not the Tzadi of the Beis Yosef, which is the straight Yud. So the Chazon Ish was not so easily convinced. He says, let me roll it 1 Yeriah. And there the rest of the Sefer Torah was the Tzadi of the Beis Yosef. The entire Sefer Torah was the Tzadi of Beis Yosef, except for one column that got destroyed in a fire, and the Sefer, when he rewrote it, wrote it like the Ari. Says the Chazon Ish, you see, the Kadmonim always used the Ksav of the Beis Yosef. So that's what the Chazon Ish learned in this shul in 1935. So, now Mahari Abuhav is not the author of the Menorahs Hamar. This is a different Mahari Abuhav. But one of the most notable aspects of the shul is the historic Sefer Torah that they take out, again, Kosher, Yom Kippur, Shavuos, and Rosh Hashanah. Okay.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.